And we are live.
Oh yeah, back like we left something.
You know, good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 199. Today is Friday, June 29th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10ish.
10ish.
Oh yeah.
Let's go ahead and say these shout outs. Gabrielle Hernandez, happy Chris Friday. It's casual Friday for me today. Alex Daly, what's going on? Breaking the support at 5K now. Alex Daly always has positive news.
He goes back and forth now.
Tonio, what's going on? Good morning from the UK or good evening. Dan Demand 03. Who else we got? Crypto Jack, Clove 71. What's going on, Clove?
Oh, yeah.
Crypto Q. Sean Wilson, Carlos Caballero, Fed the Realtor. There we go. Everybody, Marcellus Love. Okay. Good morning.
We got
good
the
morning.
5K fight in the.
Yeah, we got the 5K fight in the troll
Will
box.
it break 5K?
Yeah. Fed the Realtor saying the lowest is going to be 5,400. Hope so. For the free Bitcoin.
Oh yeah,
free Satoshis.
For the free Satoshis, shout out to Sam Han. Thank you for your comment in response to our question about the CEO versus the regular person who wants to start 501c3. Do you think donations should go through corporate or should they be more organic? I like his comment where he says anybody who's doing good for someone else should have their own company. However, because of blockchain, you can actually track it. You can actually see where it's going. So it doesn't really matter nowadays who does it because we have the technology to see exactly what's going on. So good comment there. I already sent those free Satoshis. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam. And I just saw somebody subscribe. I think it said Hughes on there. Thanks for subscribing. Again, I'm about to check these numbers now. People, we need 23 subscribers. We can make this happen. 23. We need 2,000 by next week. Let's do it.
By Monday.
Let's do it. Or Tuesday, possibly.
Tuesday, yeah.
All right, let's kick this off today. Top story. Tether code flaw was actually an exchange integration error. If you saw on Cointelegraph, it looked as though it was first reported. They put out an article that basically said security company found a flaw in Tether that made it look like it could do a double spin. For those who don't know what that means, a double spin is when you can spend the money twice. So if you spend Bitcoin twice out the same account, you use Tether twice, same account. That's like you having a counterfeit dollar. And of course, if that exists in someone's code or crypto, then that makes it a dead project
it's
over. It's like, well, you can't control the how much is printed, basically. You're printing out fake money. So that would have been a huge deal for Tether, but it looks like a new article came right back around on CoinDesk here that says that the report that the code for Tether's dollar peg crypto USDT that may contain an error that can be exploited to allow double spending appeared to be false. According to latest statements from both blockchain security firm Slow Mist, I like that name, Slow Mist, and Tether, the issue is actually down to an exchange integration flaw. So what's going on here?
Oh yeah, so it looks like Slow Mist, the cousin of Sierra Mist, has has come up with a study basically to say that Tether has double spent. However, it's come out nothing to worry about, people. The technology is working. It is actually an exchange that is unable to integrate USD Tether properly, and because of that, this bad news comes out. However, like we've always said, don't trust exchanges. Exchanges can mess up. Exchanges can be hacked. They can actually not integrate correctly. They cannot have security. These are all things we all know, Warriors, and with Tether, no different. I think going forward with Tether, they'll get hit as much as possible with news and FUD as much as people can, simply because of how they're operating. They're basically saying,
we need a whipping boy. Go ahead.
Exactly. We're the first stable coin to stick around through all of the allegations.
I give them that. You're right. They are
all the
sticking
lawsuits,
around.
And they kept printing Tether. And people was like, oh yeah, they don't have what they have. Oh, here's another 250 million. Say something. Yeah, say something. So it looks like they're basically, getting hit with a little bit of FUD, but yeah, it's not their fault. It's the exchange fault.
Right. And we definitely want to talk about that because you do have to clear those things up. Again, we're not, we don't have any preference with a lot of these companies. We hope companies are here for the community, but we'll speak of them from a objective view and from a business standpoint, and then from an objective view, Tether, hey, if they didn't do it, they don't deserve it. So
yeah, OKX and Huobi was unaffected, so it's
Right.
got to be the exchange. And like we said, some of these smaller exchanges don't have the manpower to actually, integrate
Right.
the stuff the way it should be, up to date. So
right, that is
that's
true.
that's what tends to happen.
Yep.
You got 3 people in a dorm room trying to build an exchange.
Right.
Somebody fall asleep. Oh, the integration was today. That's
Yeah,
literally how it happens.
that
People
is
think
how
it's
it
something big. Like a dude falls asleep, wakes up, is like, oh, we're supposed to do it at midnight.
Spill coffee
It's
on his
2 a.m.
keyboard.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's how stuff happens.
Yep. Hola, Madam Crypto. What's going on? Crypto Wimp. What's going on? I like that name.
Crypto wimp.
All right, but yeah, I'm glad they cleared that up though. Bitcoin poses danger to U.S. elections, researcher tells Congress. What is going on with Bitcoin and U.S. elections? Is this more FUD-fueled Friday
That's
stuff
what
you
I
told me
said.
about?
Some fresh FUD on a Friday.
There we go.
It looks like somebody a little bit overstepped their boundaries with the price action, and every time the price dumps, everybody tries to come up with an excuse. This was used as the excuse yesterday. I think Zero Hedge actually was the people who tweeted it out. However, it looks as though Scott Dewicki, a cybersecurity expert and the president of the Identity and Payments Association, he says that virtual currencies are the perfect tool for use by state actors and foreign parties to influence the political process in the United States. True. However, if you want to donate to a political contribution or do anything like that, you have to register, steal your name, and when you send the Bitcoin, they can track it. They know the wallet it came from. They know, the use case for it. But, basically he's saying if people from outside countries can send Bitcoin to these politicians, they can influence who's actually being elected, and there's no limit.
But they could do that with dollars, though.
But that's what people
they
don't. These little duffel bags.
Yeah, I was about to say, we hear about the duffel
bags. They are getting dropped
this
off
is real.
everywhere. That's what I'm saying.
The briefcase, when the politicians, they give them briefcases.
I'm bullish on briefcases.
There we go. On metal ones, aluminum ones.
Yeah.
And that's it's funny the story came out. I was actually thinking about this, I think, a day or two ago. Of how can we implement blockchain and government and blockchain and voting specifically. And this is one of those things where it's actually okay if it was centralized.
Yeah.
To a certain degree. I mean, you don't have to keep Social Security as a number on it, but it can be something as simple as you get your state ID, just the same way you have to, sign up with these exchanges when you have your ID in your hand and your sheet of paper that says today's date is the 29th. Yeah. My name is King, and this is the exchange I'm signing up for, and here's my ID with an arrow below it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally do that for a centralized blockchain for the government when it comes to voting, at least, and have the same thing. Have people register, hey, I'm so-and-so.
Yep.
This is my ID. This is the date it is.
Hey.
Here's my numbers. And then put that in the database. And next thing you know, you can have your one vote.
Yeah.
Or J. Cole actually said in his song, but it was, great idea, is where you can have apps where you can vote on where the money in your city goes to. Is this going to go to roads? Is it going to go to schools? Is it going to go to fire department, police department, whatever? How much is going to these places? You can do it the same way by registering with your name or whatever, and limited amount of information, but it proves you're one person, and then vote from there. So
if Bittrex can do it,
right,
I know
exactly.
the whole government can do it.
That's my point too. So if the exchanges can do it for this guy to come out and say, well, to me it sounds like he says FUD. It's another reason to be like, well, we shouldn't use Bitcoin for this reason. Yeah. Like, start looking for solutions. Why are these people in positions of power? They're like always negativity. We can't do something.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have a job when all you say 24/7 is we can't do something?
We can't do something.
We
and
can
on
do
top
anything.
of that, this threat is too much. This threat is going, and I'm like, dog, y'all, we have more money, more power, more influence than we've ever had in the history of this country. So our government basically, they put out articles like this in order to scare you away. They want to make you feel as though you need them in order to operate. Our warriors know you don't. This is to be self-sufficient, and for politicians to get elected, they need money. And going forward, hey, if there's no limit on Bitcoin, we're about to see a blockchain president in the very near future.
Seriously,
probably the next 4 to 8 years.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they'll rein in on that. And I think it's overstated how much they think Russia will influence or somebody else will influence the election compared to the last 100 years of elections. Because, the last 100 years of elections, I'm not sure exactly what goes on behind closed doors. However, when people get elected, there's a lot of money that changes hands. And the rules that are changed are based on that. So if Bitcoin is sent by just regular people and there's a limit to how much you can send, you basically get rid of those backdoor deals. So it may solve the problem that you keep bringing up.
Well, that's they understand that too. Probably they're really like, well, we don't want this problem solved. This is a good problem because and another thing, hey, what's the issue with a foreign country or foreign people from different countries donating to our own elections? At the end of the day, our elections are businesses. We are seeing that now. We're seeing the corruption. We're seeing politicians and regulators literally protect Wall Street from crypto. Like, we are seeing this happen before our eyes. So yeah, I'm not understanding the problem with a different country or citizens of different countries donating to different presidential parties, because at the end of the day, you're president of Russia, you're president of the United States, of China, wherever you're at, it influences or it has something to do with the rest of the country. We can't escape them. It's too big of a power. So why can't I vote on the? Well, I know why I can't do it for China anymore, but and Russia. But for some of these other countries, why can't I do one vote to say, hey, I want this person in power. I like their policies on international expats coming in, tourism. I like their policies. I want to give them a vote and donate some money. I'm not seeing the issue with that either. But
yeah.
That's a whole nother thing.
The global economy is coming, so
right. Yeah, why you keep fighting? Stop trying to fight it. This is going to happen. All right, blockchain.com introduces institutional investment platform.
Oh, really?
Blockchain.com. UK-based crypto data supplier and cryptocurrency wallet blockchain.com has recently launched a comprehensive institutional platform, Blockchain Principal Strategies, BPS, according to a blog post yesterday, June 28th. Blockchain.com claims the new platform will provide secure and unparalleled access to market services and research for institutions, family businesses, and retail investors. Oh my goodness, it sounds like an ICO white paper. What is going on blockchain.com and what are they doing?
Oh yeah, so it looks like blockchain.info has switched over to blockchain.com.
Oh, so they did do this. Okay, that's
so if you have blockchain.info, you should have gotten that email where they said now we're blockchain.com.
I don't read them, but I did actually see the email.
Yeah, it was it's crazy. They try to introduce it, as this groundbreaking thing, when in actuality it is for their company, but we've seen companies, I mean literally the last month or two, we've seen probably about 12 to 15 companies come out and say, we're starting a institutional investment platform. We want to enable customers to invest on our platform. So they have over-the-counter trading. They have an order management system, custom portfolio, risk metrics, research. All of these things will be available on their platform in order to help. It goes without saying that they're going to have people from the banking industry, but I will say JP Morgan, UBS, and Goldman Sachs are involved. They are managed by a team of experts from them, so I'm sure they'll bring their information from legacy markets over to the crypto markets, just like every other. Coinbase, same thing. Gemini, the same thing. You got to have these people. In my opinion, you got to have these people in order to get any type of regulation to go your way, because these are the people who work with the regulators.
They know how to make. Yeah, they know who to pay and when.
The lawyers know what words to write.
That is true.
They know how to make it seem like, oh, we're doing this for this and it's innovative. Not we're just going to forget your rules. We're just going to do it, and then once we make a lot of money, we'll pay you later. That's basically how they do it. But Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, they are involved. However, should be good for people who are new to the platform. Simply because you got to make it easy. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now. Yesterday, I was using Bitcoin ATM. Dude said it took him 2 hours to try and use it, and his only problem was he was turning the camera the wrong way. He was there for 2 hours, and that's what I'm saying. People don't understand. He couldn't scan a QR code. It's got to be easy for people, simply because people still can't use it. They don't know what they're doing, and if you want to include retail investors in your pitch, it's got to be easy. Got to be a pretty simple platform.
I think technology as a whole, though, and that's something like that with the whole QR codes. There's a lot of people who don't know how to use it. You're right. But I think that's one of those things. Technology as a whole, people still haven't fully accepted it. It's like you have to. This is what it is. It's only gonna get It's only going to get, I don't want to say, deeper. That's where I was looking for. It's only going to get more profound,
Deeper and deeper.
There we go.
They're white. But yeah, blockchain.com, they're moving forward, and I guess they're pretty serious, because they said save it as a bookmark because it's going to be here for a while. So pretty sure they're looking for, and it's available in 22 states. So if your state, aka New York probably, is not available, just wait. It will be at some point.
They say they're kicking down doors. All right, next up, keeping Ethereum's promise, Cryptokitties is embracing open source. So of course we talk about Cryptokitties a lot. They're back in the news. When you see Cryptokitties, you know it's a slow news day.
Oh, yeah.
But seriously,
you got to throw them in there.
The good thing about Cryptokitties, and the reason why we like talking about it, because at the end of the day, whether it's something that remains long term or not, or whether you like the Cryptokitties and what they do or not, it is a dApp on the Ethereum platform, and right now it has shown to be one of the biggest to actually be usable. It's a working project. People trade Cryptokitties on there for upwards of hundreds of $1,000s. We know that, or $100,000. It's been able to scale to some degree. So again, just looking at the technology and the dApp itself of Cryptokitties, you can kind of look at other technologies or other dApps that hope to be on the Ethereum platform or are on the Ethereum platform and see how they can scale. Which is why we do reference this story seriously. It's not just because it's Cryptokitties. But one of the things with the Cryptokitties is initially they were pretty centralized. The game itself, a lot of people didn't like that because, of course, the name of the game in crypto is decentralization. Yep. But now they're aiming toward decentralization where they're open sourcing this API, they're open sourcing this smart contracts, and they're basically making it so that whether you use Cryptokitties or not, the cat is now actually yours. Whereas before it belonged to the platform. Yep. So you can buy $100,000, platform shut down, that cat's gone. And the cat's gone. Now they're saying you can actually take that cat off that platform and you still own it, which sounds crazy, but as they continue to develop this game, and these cats continue to be worth something, you want to have ownership of that. So
yeah, and I think even looking further down the line, I don't want to give anything away. I don't know, this it may be somebody's idea. However, I have seen that there are artificial intelligence companies looking to make pets for people, and if you have a CryptoKitty online and you can take it with you as far as being decentralized, you may be able to use the personality you build for a CryptoKitty into an actual kitten, AI kitten that you have in your house. Now, this may be 10 years from now, 15 years from now. However, there are companies developing this, so you have to have decentralization so you can move from platform to platform. That's why this is very important. Open source software, like we said, if it's not open source, you might as well throw it in the trash nowadays. People are like, what are you hiding?
What are you hiding? That's the main thing.
What are you hiding?
Why can't we see it?
Get it out of here. Yeah. And the Kittyverse,
I'm glad it's actually going that way too.
Will expand, trust me. Because if you can take it anywhere, use it on any platform, you can put it on I believe Neo has like Neo Puppies or something like that. Hey, integration there can happen now, and also technology-wise, if it is an open source, nobody's going to use it. So you want to make sure you have that. And scaling-wise, they'll figure it out. They have time, but it is good to see that they're moving in that direction.
There's no more secret recipes. All right, I want to know what you put in that sauce.
Yeah,
but no. One of the things you actually just said, and I had to take it to the sci-fi people going to Black Mirror episodes. Where you was like, you can have your kid, they have the AI kitties. You're right, that is the future. Yeah. Even looking forward even more in the future, who knows how many years down the line, but it's going to be like those Black Mirror episodes where they can put a consciousness into that AI. So what if you can put your cat's consciousness, or you can download, I don't know, your grandmother's consciousness for whatever reason, put her in a CryptoKitty for the rest of her AI life. But I could actually see that happening. That'd be, I don't know how, but hey,
if
it was on Black Mirror, I believe it at this point. You said what?
Right. Close said they have steam monsters. Yep, that's another
steam monsters. That's right.
As well. So having digital possessions, period, has to be a part of open source decentralized community because you can migrate to different platforms, and that's basically what's happening. Me personally, I don't plan on getting any CryptoKitties. However, investment-wise, if you create one, you could sell it to somebody for a bunch of money one day. Right.
Dan the man said, "Nah."
Like Tamagotchi. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For me, it's not for me.
It's sci-fi. It's sci-fi.
It's sci-fi. It's not for me. But you gotta understand, there are kids in this industry. There are kids coming up in this industry, growing up in a crypto world. Remember, crypto's 9 years old. There are 9-year-olds who haven't lived in a world without Bitcoin, or without crypto. So this is regular to them, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, Gabrielle Nana said, "Grandma CryptoKitty changing her poop one way or another." Right?
I know, right?
All right. Here was a great story. I'm glad I saw this. Crypto-friendly Brave browser adds Tor option in private tabs.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Shout out to Brave.
I was about to say, Bitcoin Zay has been on Brave for a long time. So what's going on with Brave?
Oh, yeah.
And how does the addition of the Tor option enhance it, basically?
Oh, yeah. So Tor, if you don't know, Tor is a privacy browser where you can basically hide your IP address and the places that you visit. Brave is working to be a browser that enables privacy as well, taking away a lot of the ads that you get, and they're basically teaming up with Tor in order to enhance this privacy feature.
It's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, and basically the downside, this is what they're planning on doing, is Tor is private but it's slow. Brave is trying to be as private as possible, but it's fast. So put those together, you have a fast private browser, and over time they'll have to develop it to work out the kinks. But if you have a fast private browser that actually pays you to use with their BAT token, Brave is looking very good for the future, and I'm pretty excited about this because if you can integrate Tor into anything, you can basically ensure privacy for the most part, because we do know nothing is 100% private, but Tor is as private as you need it to be for a regular retail investor. Right. And with Brave, the ability to surf the web,
to do all that on one platform, that's
one
huge.
Place, and get rewarded for it. That's the best part. So I think the guy who created Brave, he created Firefox before this. So his vision has always been more of a privacy centric type browser, which is good to know.
And I remember he kind of left Firefox. This wasn't the primary reason, but Firefox had this little falling out from their team where they started doing things where, like Microsoft,
they want to start selling.
They want to start selling your data. They were working with the feds, and this guy, one of the co-creators, he was like, "Hold on," he was like, "I thought the reason why we started this was to get away from doing that." Of course, a lot of people have those optimistic views, and then once you're in business, that's really the reason why. Once you're in business and people realize, whether I have a family or whatever, I need to make this money, and then you have the government pressing down on you like they are a real gang. You start to see things their way. But instead, this guy said, you know what, I'm just gonna make something better. I'm gonna go do my own thing. He did a Brave browser. This new feature is amazing. Perfect timing. Want to let people know it still is in beta. So for those who aren't tech savvy, what beta means is that it is not a fully functioning working product that they expect to have no kinks. There are kinks in it. Just like all the tech that's rolling out right now, I mean, all this stuff is in beta for the most part. But you know, you get to be one of the first people to use it and try it, and you can submit stuff to Twitter and say, "Hey, this was wrong." But
and I'll say too, the development team has already put out a roadmap saying they'll be putting out updates throughout the next few weeks. Right. So you'll see a lot of stuff come out. Oh yeah, we updated this, we put this into it. So that's definitely promising for them.
Yep. Antonio said Brave allows you to pay creators in BAT as well. Yep. So like YouTube creators, you can pay them in BAT. Crypto Wimp said the same thing. He said get some BAT. And yeah, shout out to CryptoQ. CryptoQ said he just pulled up Brave so I can subscribe with another YouTube account. Hey, there we go.
Everybody download Brave.
Listen, that's how you can try Brave. For that's a fun little 30-minute playtime thing this weekend. Social experiment. Go ahead and log on to Brave. Play with the tour feature. Get another YouTube account. Subscribe. We need 23. Let's make it happen.
Oh yeah.
And make sure you smash that like and share button, people. Yeah. But no, seriously, that was pretty cool with Brave. I have Brave on my cell phone now as well, because you know, and in the desktop. I know Bitcoin's been talking about Brave since it basically came out. And this is a really good browser. People, again, they're working out kinks, but it is a good browser. Again, they block all your, all these incoming ads.
They have micropayments already installed.
Micropayments.
That's why I tell people, technology-wise, if you want a platform that uses micropayments, it's going to be pretty tough. However, if you have it in your browser, automatically, that's pretty easy. Already. It's already there. So wherever you visit, anything it remembers, and you can control that on Brave. You can pay with micropayments. So music, videos, all that stuff when it comes out, Brave will probably be at the forefront of those micropayments. So, and as a quick, layman's term, so if you have your Apple Stream Music or Spotify, whatever, if you were to do it through the Brave browser, you could, and this isn't set up yet, but this would mean micropayments in the future, probably next year or two. All the music you stream will literally cost pennies or less than a penny as you stream it, instead of paying 10 or 15 bucks a month, whatever you do now. You only pay for what you listen to.
Right. So that's pretty cool. And then to end this happy Friday on a great story, more than a quarter of UK male millennials prefer Bitcoin to real estate. We got asked Antonio if this is true, because he's out there in the UK. But it said it is a sign of the shift in attitudes regarding traditional investments and finance. A study conducted by a real estate developer in the United Kingdom has revealed that 27% of male millennials consider Bitcoin a better investment than property. Looks like that wasn't just property, but it includes stocks and bonds too. Basically, all those boring 2% yearly returns that nobody really cares about. But our parents cling to for whatever reason. It looks like their youth are banning, or the millennial population are banning it. And interesting thing about the study, usually when it comes to studies, I like doing a deep dive and say, all right, how do you know this is true? But just on the surface, if this is a real estate development company doing the survey and they're saying this, I would like to say this is at the very least a fair number on the low end. But 27%.
It might be more, actually.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably more. It's probably about 38 to 40%. I wouldn't be surprised if it's almost half. But 27 is still high. You're saying 27% of the male millennials in the UK. That means a quarter of the people that you're going to have one day, leading the country, basically, are using crypto over other investments, including real estate.
Oh yeah, and I know most people, if they, it's how they word the question too. Because if you ask somebody, would you rather have Bitcoin or real estate? People may be like, maybe real estate, maybe Bitcoin. But if you phrase it, if you had $10,000 right now,
that's a good
would you rather have $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, $10,000 property, $10,000 worth of gold, or just $10,000? That question would be a lot different. I'm sure real estate probably come up third or fourth, because it's guaranteed in the sense that over time it's supposed to make money. However, nothing is guaranteed, and with Bitcoin, if Bitcoin does what it's supposed to do, price-wise, you can actually own a piece of the financial system, which is way more than owning a piece of land. But and then you can end up buying 10 houses, like some people. But I'm not surprised there. Stocks and bonds, they don't really go over as much with our demographic. I mean, Forex was like the big new thing, and that's even past that with crypto. So not surprised there. And in the UK, I actually think it is more than 27%.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. A real estate company did this, so still they was like, oh, you gotta still be semi-fair, but yeah, let's see. Fed the realtor though, of course, said he disagrees, or I think he disagrees. Real estate all the way.
Yeah.
Hey, don't blame you. Again, there's definitely some areas where, I mean, California, for example. In some places the bubble is almost there, but there's some places where you buy some real estate right now. I mean, honestly, if LeBron James come later in a month or two, if you buy real estate today, you can make some money in the next few months.
I'm just gonna start buying bandos.
Hey, if LeBron and Kawhi Leonard come to LA, then hey, whatever you buy this week is about to definitely go up in price. So we definitely agree with you on that. Dan the Man 03 said that's a big number. That's what we said. That is 27% is a big number. Antonio said he disagrees because he wasn't included in this study. It's higher. Hey, I believe you, Antonio. Yeah. Antonio got the boots on the ground over there, so he knows. But yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I think in other countries, South Korea, I think it's like 33% of young people they prefer Bitcoin. So it's pretty much one of those things. The future's coming, people. If you're not on it, oh well, you're gonna miss it.
All right. Thanks, Clove71. Clove71 said she had a few accounts in Cypher Culture. We just subscribed. There we go. We're just a few short. Then want to go back to one of the comments about the Brave browser too. Alec G, of course, is one of our in-house YouTube moderators. He's one who gets all our videos looking great. But and he's a good point. He said based off of Chromium as well. Brave browser is based off Chromium, the open source software that Microsoft put out. They said so if you've used Chrome, it's pretty familiar with some nice added features. So if you used Chrome before, Google Chrome, you can use Brave browser and it should be seamless to start integrating it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right.
Appreciate that, Alec G.
Other than that, what are we doing for the free Satoshis today?
Oh yeah, so for the free Satoshis, for our 200th episode, who should we have for our 200th episode? Who would you like to see us interview? Who would you like to see us talk to? We'll actually reach out. We've already reached out to a few people to see if they want to interview for our 200th episode. We'll see, it could be McAfee, it could be Roger Ver, it could be whoever. Hit us up. Let us know who you think. Also, hit them up on social media.
Press them. Send them some messages.
Our 200th episode, trying to make it special and get somebody in here. If not, hey, we'll hold it down if we have to.
Antonio, you're right. We put that in the comments.
Oh yeah,
Antonio,
put it in the comments.
We would love to
flood them
with
if
you all flood them, they might do it.
Absolutely.
Also, our 200 episode is going to be on Tuesday, I believe.
Yep, it'll be on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Right, we're going to have it on Tuesday. We'll be gone Monday. We'll have it on Tuesday, which is that like a day or two before the 4th of July.
Yep.
So we'll do that, and then it'll be a nice little break, and we'll come back stronger.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Let's see. Last couple of quick comments. CryptoQ said millennials in general have a problem with property ownership, preferring to rent. I have problems with risk and tangible assets. That's true. I'm not gonna lie. And I think it's because of the fluidity of the market these days, where it's like nothing's for certain. So people are like, at least for me personally, I've always been like, I don't want to buy a place. And then up and move in the next couple months and then have to worry about this or whatever.
It's the gig economy.
Yeah, it is. It's the gig economy.
It's like, why would I live here forever if I know it may be a better opportunity in New York 3 years from now?
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Let me rent and then I can go there. Let me rent, let me go there. So,
right.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, people have a great day. Make sure you drop that comment in. We will see you all next week. Have a great weekend. If you haven't already, make sure you go to our site, KRBEcrypto.com, KRBECRYPTO. .com, where you can go to our shop and you can see our 7 newsletters for $10, as well as the 50/50 promotion.
Absolutely.
We have going on, which is
oh yeah. Make sure if you subscribe, 50% off. If you refer someone, they get 50%
for the membership
off.
group.
For the membership group, yes. And whoever has the most referrals wins the new treasure. We already have some people that are leading the pack right now, and this weekend is the end of it. July 1st is the end of it.
And for those who have already signed up to our mailing list, we'll also be pushing out some good little treats this weekend and next week as well.
Oh yeah.
Until then, we saw you, Roderick Harden. Thanks for joining, and look forward to working with you.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll see you all next week, people. Cheers.